A cell doesn't collapse suddenly, and it doesn't fail without reason. Sometimes, it goes bankrupt, not because disease attacked, but because the source of energy stopped funding life. Mitochondria are not just power plants. They are the financial system of the cell. And when they falter, the system doesn't die immediately. It enters austerity. How does cellular bankruptcy begin? Not when energy suddenly drops, not when muscles fail, but when energy production becomes inefficient. Oxidative leakage increases. Resources are wasted instead of converted. Repair decisions slow down. The cell starts choosing the cheapest option, not the healthiest. This is the most dangerous shift. The cell abandons quality to survive. Disease doesn't begin when energy runs out. It begins when the cell learns to live on poor energy. Mitochondria don't collapse loudly. They are worn down, day after day. Insufficient sleep, chronic stress, repeated sugar spikes, low-grade inflammation, toxic microexposures, until energy becomes insufficient for repair, yet just enough to continue. That is the most dangerous state a cell can reach. Mitochondrial failure does not appear in routine laboratory tests. No single number, no clear marker, no medical alarm. Yet its consequences appear everywhere. Unexplained fatigue, brain fog, slow recovery, loss of motivation, resistance to weight loss, accelerated aging. Hind, 34 years old, kept saying, "I'm living but without energy." Her tests were normal, stable hormones, no diagnosis, but her life was slowly unraveling. Years of sleep deprivation, accumulated responsibilities, prolonged psychological stress, fast food without cellular nourishment. There was no single disease. There was internal energy bankruptcy. Mitochondria could no longer support repair, focus, endurance, renewal. When work began on restoring cellular energy efficiency, focus returned, sleep improved, the body regained flexibility. The sense of being alive came back. No symptom was treated. Funding was restored from the inside. Mitochondrial dysfunction is linked to chronic fatigue, obesity, diabetes, depression, cardiovascular disease, premature aging, because energy is the language every cell understands. Roots AI doesn't ask, "How much energy do you have?" It asks, "How is energy produced? How is it wasted? Where is it leaking? When did quality begin to decline?" Roots AI monitors cellular energy efficiency, oxidative stress, patterns of depletion. The moment the cell shifts from renewal to austerity, because saving a cell doesn't begin at collapse. It begins at the first sign of bankruptcy.
Mitochondria don't betray you. They stop funding life when investment is no longer sustainable. Dr. Holly, is your fatigue today a lack of energy or a bankruptcy notice that hasn't been read yet?